Welcome to Unseen Sports TV. Yes, people, it's your host, Coach Parchment, and we're here to give you guys some information. Whenever you come on live, please to like, subscribe, share the content to your friends and your family. We have the information on what is going on in the football landscape, and today we'll be discussing what is happening with the under 20s and the under 17 team trials begins. And it looked good. It looked good so far for the under 17. The time period is quite a little better than the under 20s, and it looked like they are getting the under 17 preparation aspect of the game right for the under 17 team. So let us give you some information on what is going on with the under 17 teams. Big up Delta Sports in the building. Delta Sports, don't mind Mandeville. Big them up, it go already. They sell sports equipment such as tennis rackets, gloves, cricket bats, all the different sporting equipment, jerseys. You can order your jerseys down there. So remember to shop at Delta Sports down in Mandeville. Big up Delta Sports. Anyway, let's go to the information with the under 17, and I'm going to give you guys what is the information that is going on. So I'm going to put on the screen a letter. But before we do that, I want more persons who are on the platform to come on, more persons, the Unseen Sports family, to come on. So I'm going to, share the live. So just give me a few. Let me share the live. Okay? Share the live with some of my friends on Facebook and in WhatsApp. Just give me a minute. Won't stay long, maybe about an hour. We'll just talk about the under 17 and the under 20s, what is going on so far. A lot of information is out there already. Maybe I just touch on some of them, what you know already, but you know nothing is wrong with that. So I'm just sending out the link to friends and family so that persons can join and listen and learn and know about what is going on in terms of the youth teams in the U17. And persons can send in their comments, send in their whatever they want, question or they want to ask, and we are here to answer them. We are here to answer them. So let's U19. Okay, U14. Let's people. So I try getting the people and the thing. You go already. I turn up the sound. Sound not up, turn up, ready to kick off. It go. It go. Unseen Sport with some credible information. It go already. Some of them may know already still, under 20, but the under 17 brand new. So it go. Yeah, man, no problem. Delta Sports in the building. Yeah, man. It go. So people, I'm gonna put up a little, I'm gonna share the screen and share the screen. Share the screen. Windows, Microsoft Edge. You know what? Cancel it. I'll just give you the information. So I was going to share, but I'm just going to give you the information. So let's go on it. All right. So The Jamaican Football Federation has sent out a letter to the Parish Football Association on May 10, 2022. The Jamaica Football Federation is pleased to be one of the confirmed members association participating in the 2022 CONCACAF Under 17 Championship, which will be held in a country to be announced. This championship is an avenue for the 2020, uh, that's 2022 or somewhere 2022 or 2023 Under 17 World Cup in Peru. So I didn't see the date there where the Under 17 championship, World Cup championship will start, but we'll get that information to you guys, and it will be in Peru. In the light of our upcoming participant, we are engaging our parish association in the process of selection of players to eventually represent Jamaica. All right, players to be considered are those born between January 1st, 2006 and December 31st, 2007. So, people, players to be considered are those born between January 1st, 2006 and December 31st, 2007. Trial games are being proposed as follows. St. Elizabeth on Monday, May 16, 2022, that gone already. Manchester on Tuesday, May 17, 2022, that's supposed to gone already. Clarendon on Wednesday, May 18, 2022, that's supposed to be out the way. St. Catherine just Thursday gone. Cassava is today, and I think it's starting about now, sometime soon. Portland St. Mary and uh, Portland St. Mary, the day to be announced and the venue. St. Thomas, a day to be announced and the venue. Trelawney and St. Anne together, a day to be announced and the venue. St. James and Hanover, a day to be announced and the venue. Westmoreland, a day to be announced and the venue. And Fields Association should provide field balls, match officials, meals and hydration, gears of our team, emergency vehicle if something is wrong with a player. And that's for the under 17 so far. You understand me? It's for the under 17. That is for the under 17 team. So those are the venues. Anybody who wants to ask any questions can go ahead. I'll go right back again for you guys. I'll go right back for you guys. So any questions from anybody? Remember, when you come on to the live, please like, subscribe, and share to Unseen Sports TV. Will give you sports from a different angle, and your opinions are accepted here. You know it already. Unseen Sports is some credible information for you, the Reggae Boys fans, and the football lovers in Jamaica. So you know it go. People remember the Unseen Sports. It's growing. We are up 700 and odd. I want to reach 1,000, and without your help, I cannot make it that far. I would love you guys to share the live. Make your friends and family subscribe to Unseen Sports TV, and pretty much help me in the quest of becoming one of those big channel on YouTube. You understand me? Yeah, man. And we're doing the work, we're putting in the work. So, it will come. It will come. But I would love your help. Love your help. So we're going 10 minutes night. We're going 10 minutes night. For the people in there. But the reggae boys fans them there. Key. All right, so give us some information on the under 20. Hold on. Hold on. We have to have some more information on the under 17. So you have some names of some of those players who went to the under 15 trials, and some did not make it, some made it. So I'm gonna give you those. So I'm gonna give you those information. So you have Tywin Lynch, from St. Ann, Jail Farbs from Casafa, Linton Murray from Casafa, Justin Murray, Clarendon, DeAndre Gallimore, Clarendon, Ronaldo Barrett, Aaron Dixon, Alexavier Gooden, Davian Milton from St. Elizabeth, Romain Walters, St. Catherine, Ralph Palmer, St. James, Roger Taylor, St. Catherine, Shanada Meeks, Kasafa, Joel Smith, St. Catherine, Denzel Mackenzie, Kasafa, Ronaldo Lawrence, Joshua Walker, Kimani Reese, Jamani Bell, Devontae Blake, Jade Mitchell, that's St. Catherine, O'Neill White, St. James, Adrian Reeds, Kasafa, Ron Webb, Manchester, Elon John, Kasafa, Dante S. Coffery, St. James, Ronaldinho Richards, Kasafa, Orion Watson, Clarendon, Daniel Clark, St. Catherine, Matthew Spence, Kasafa, Giovanni Garden, St. Elizabeth, Antoine Smith, St. Elizabeth, Justin Ferguson, St. Mary, Anthony Bryan, St. Thomas, Jamal Dennis. Listen carefully. These names are persons who I think will be going to the trials. They are not selected. They are not selected. All right. These names are persons who are going to the trials, and some of them were in the under 15 team that went to the championship and they did badly the other day. And I'm just giving you names of persons who, from each confed that may, make it to the under 17 trials. You understand me? The coach for the under 17 team is Marion Garden, and he is, present at each trials and looking at players that he wants to fit his system because he's the head coach and he is trying to get the best from Jamaica. And I think it will be mixed with some players from overseas also. I think it will be mixed also, people. So let's give you some. I'm going to give you some names of persons that should should be in any part, any other core, and hold on, hold on. So yes, people. So these are some of the names of persons that should be in the core of this under 17 team. Tywin Lynch, Mount Pleasant, Roger Taylor, Windsor Lion, Adrian Reed, Cavaliers, Dylan John, Real Mona, JD Mitchell, Windsor Lion, Jamali, Pell, Phoenix. But I think Dylan John is a Phoenix player, so I don't know. I don't know the relationship here if it's gone bad or still a player there or whatever. What is the case? I don't know. But I know Phoenix had played a great part in his development in the football thing. I know Phoenix played a big part in that. So yeah, and for the under 20 now, people, we're going over to under 20. Under 20 is going to play. I think they're playing a match today. I don't know because of the Sarah dust thingy that is going on. passing over the island. I don't know if it's still on. And what I can say is now there's a lot of you know persons saying that the JPL players should not be in the team. We should, the best players should be pure overseas players. And all right, this is my thought. I think there should strike a balance because it gonna look away if you don't have any local based players, you know, making the national team. It don't look good because it sends a message that hey, no matter how much football you play in Jamaica, no matter the league you play, no matter what you do, if the only way you can make the team if you go foreign. That's how it's going to look. Understand me? And I think you have to strike that balance as a coach to select persons you think can make the team. That's why coaches have trials to see match them up, match up the local based players with the overseas that comes, and you see the difference and what you can work on and stuff like that. So I think we should strike a balance. I don't think that the team should be just strictly overseas UK based players and strictly JPL players. I think you should strike a balance. You understand me? So in order to the team you have the likes of Devante Campbell, Ty Zimenez, quality players in the big national team, the senior national team, and he's young, quite a teenager. That's how it should be. You have the likes of Duncan McKenzie in the under 20. You have Christopher Pearson, making the national team and in the under 20. So that's the balance there should be. You should have a structure where players can make it based on the performance in the local leagues. Yeah, understand me. And the same should be should go for the persons overseas. Once you are performing, you should be in the pool of selection. And that's my thought on it. Uh, I am not for just pure overseas players and pure local based players. A mixture, a balance should be there. You understand me? A balance. So you get rewarded based on your performance, in respective league. All right. That's my thought. Yeah. So there's a lot. There's 8 players confirmed. You may hear it on other person's platform. Your other, confirmed for 8 players confirmed for the under 20 from UK. Going to give you their names, people. Just give me a second. Let's drop the information here. I'm gonna give you the information. Hold on. Persons, when you jump on the live, just like, subscribe, and share. You know, we're talking about some under 17 and some under 20 um, football or preparation. Just giving you guys some information on what is going on. Understand me? So all right. So let's go. So Dexter Lembi Kisa, left back, defensive midfielder, right back. He can play left back, defensive midfield, and he can play right back. And he's from Wolverhampton Wanderers. All right. Jamari Clark is a centre forward from Reading. Those are the players that I heard that the JFF sent invitation letters for them to come to try for the U20 teams. All right, U20 team, sorry. Centre back, left back, Luke Bradley Morgan, Chelsea. All right, Luke Bradley Morgan, Chelsea. And he's a centre back, left back. Loves to play centre back. Look like he's a quality. And, anything from Chelsea is always good player. Anything from Chelsea, Chelsea. Tell you that. All right, Delano McCoy is flat. Central midfielder, defensive midfielder, and he's from Fulham. He's from Fulham. Uh, Played a lot of games this season, and he's in Jamaica. Last time he was found in Elsha on the beach. Okay, he's here. I think at the next training camp, you will see a number of new faces in in that camp. But I don't know how it's going to go in terms of who is going to drop out and who is going to be fielded in. Let's see what will happen. Omari Hutchinson. And now we all know that Omari Hutchinson is selected for the national game against international game against Catalonia. He will be representing Jamaica at that game. And he's an attacking midfielder, left winger, right winger. Central midfielder, defensive midfielder, Karoy Anderson, Charlton Athletics. The keeper. So, persons watching, there's a keeper coming. There is a keeper coming. All right. So, Brad back and Hutchinson have to watch their footsteps carefully now. There's a keeper that you know is coming. His name is Konya Boyce Clark, and he's from Reading. Konya Boyce Clark, and he's from Reading. CONIAH BOYCE Clark CLARKE. All right. So Boyce Clark is going to come to Jamaica, I think, for the next camp, and those players going to be in the team, depending on if the performance matches what the coaches want. It's always going to depend on that. And he's from Reading. So the next one is Tyler Roberts, right winger, and he plays at Wolverhampton Wanderers. Tyler Roberts, right winger, and he plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Right. And it's a nice look. It's a nice look, people. It's a nice look for the under 20 team. It's just that the time period, to get these players to fuse with those who are there already and put them together with what the coach would love for them to play. The time period is kind of, not there. It's less than a month leave for that. So I don't know. I don't know what will happen. I don't know. It's we have the players. We're getting the players. The professional players. From Germany, England, USA, and but the time period to fuse them together is another thing about. Even though you have good players, there's another thing in coaching that cohesiveness is important. Knowing your teammate, he's going to run there, he's going to turn there, whatever. You understand me? The time period is not really there, but I am saying, maybe we might get the job done by reaching, into the playoff in the competition where we stand a chance to qualify for the World Cup. We have the players, but the time period in my opinion, is not there. But we have the players. And I think the level of playing will improve based on what we saw earlier in the practice games. Which you can't even use those practice games because our practice game was used for selection of the team, selection, and to take out players. Yeah, so it wasn't about really the team did not train before to teach them the style of play and stuff like that. So it's just basically it's like so. Some people might say it was a waste of practice game, but it wasn't a waste. It was used to select players. Now practice game that is going to be done now will be used to see what these players have learned. Right. So I think there's a match done by Westmoreland today. I don't know if it's playing because of the Sarados, but let's see what will happen. What is more likely, the coach stamping his style or flexing with the player's style? But all right, so some coaches, it depends on the coach mindset and what he likes. Some coaches, look at what he have in terms of the quality of players, and then create something that these players will love in terms of the style of play. You understand me? Asking them questions and say, what questions, what do you like to do on the field? Blah blah blah. And get it together and then practice it in training and put it together on the field. But some coaches will just, put down their style of play on the team and try to fit in the players into the different areas to get them to perform. So I don't really know. I don't really know what Fuzzy will do because Fuzzy is the head coach. I don't really know. So let's see how it goes. I think there will be more practice games before yeah, there will at least about 2 or 3 more practice games before the competition. So let's see. But I'm saying though, why play Westmoreland select team and not playing a Premier League team? I don't understand. Why not play a team with who is in training, who can give you a lot of challenge, or can play a team that maybe you just start prepare for this practice game, or maybe a pickup team. I don't see the importance of that, playing that team in my thought. I understand. I don't see the importance of playing that team. Richie Poe Sports. Rich Poe Sports. All going Richie. Big up yourself, Yes, my name's man. I got to do a JPL show 3:30. So, we soon jump out and you understand? So we jump out and jump on. But we have some more minutes leave. So let's just continue with the questions. Saying the questions, people. 3 person on the live saying the question. Um fully done. Up my general. Yeah man, that's a word. Hey, that name yeah. Fully we don't want to say that, Fully bright. Yeah, fully bright the name today. Anyway, Rich Paul question is at U20 and U17 level, should coaches generally give simple or complex technical advice from the touchline? Wow. Um, I believe, Richie, that coaches should already, coach their team before coming on the touchline to bark out instruction. You understand me? I don't like that style of coaching where you coach your team on the sideline, as in barking out instruction. Those, I think those information should be given unto these players before going on the field. Like your match analyst, the person responsible for breaking down teams and giving them the information and say, all right, this team is playing like this and whatever, whatever. Yeah, they should go into their tactics, right? All they should do is to try to, try to tell this person that, hey, you're not doing what we train for this game and what we have told you, yeah, right? Instead of, barking out that, turn left, kick the ball over there. You understand me? Those instruction, yeah, like remote control coaches. You understand me? I say, them days are done in a football. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to have man and make bark out them throat hole on the field. Bark out them throat hole. Come back. You understand those things? Step up. You understand what I mean? Them something supposed to be done already from the preparation period. When you play practice games and yeah, your training session, then time you give them information. When they are match, you're supposed to relax and looking at what the correct persons based on what they are doing wrong, in terms of what you have taught them to play, how to play the game, the instruction that was given before the game, those are the things that you're supposed to be correcting. That's my belief. That's how I coach. So I don't really stay on the bench and make a bag of noise. You understand? No. Counter production to the growth of players. Yeah, man. You understand me? I hate it. It come to me like you never teach a boy nothing. Once you ever make a bag of nice on the bench as a coach, it shows me that you haven't teach the boys everything or most things during pre-season or preparation period. Yeah, understand me? I say we need to stop those type of coaching. And that's why I have to applaud the JFF, by doing, these coaching courses to really educate us, to step up the level of coaching and to understand how to impart knowledge onto these boys. You understand me? I say, and what we should do. We should stop playing competition and then trying to coach them in the competition. We should coach them before, right? And correct them during games. Like, hey, you can do it better next time because I already teach them already. What are you doing? It's wrong. Do this. We have make a bag of nice. Yo, step up. Not the right way, Richie. Understand me? So I think this answer the question. Um, Especially when you're playing in the Aztec, and sometimes you have to write notes, write information on the paper and send it out on the field. And that's the right information and send it out on the field. Understand me? So all of these simple and complex information must given during training and during practice games. But when you come onto the competition phase, they should know it. So you don't need to, barking out a short hole, and it shows incompetence. Let's see. What do you honestly expect from the Jamaica in the U20 group? Honduras, Costa Rica, and Grenada. I think don't match our diaspora pedigree surely. They don't match our diaspora pedigree. I don't think in terms of quality we have them, but you always have to remember, Richie, that cohesiveness is a big part. You can have some good players and they don't look good. They don't look good together. We just working on individual brilliances. I think the time period kind of really put us in a bad spot. But let's see if Mr. Gale can fuse it together, because anything is possible. We just have to be open and praying. You understand me? We just have to be open and praying, and let's see if that can be built in the team, because we have the quality already. Is there? The quality is there. Based on who is coming from England, it's there. And yeah, what I'm saying though, why the under 20 team never start prepared like the under 17? So far the under 17 competition way about after September, somewhere there down there. I don't remember exactly when the time is, but it's far down in the year. And we should have started this once. All right, we know whenever they qualify for the senior World Cup, we should have started gathering the players in from there, the last window, and giving them playing time in the national team. That's what Honduras did. Start, the team. I don't understand this. Should have started a long time ago, but it's gone through the gate. What can we do now? Just prepare. Fuzzy will have to just try to do his best. I think he's coming a little down minded. His team did not qualify for a CONCACAF Club Championship, but I think based on the quality that he has, his head will be lifted up, and he will start get the job done. So, a lot of person, don't want him to be the coach, or they are saying a lot of things because of the performance of Waterhouse. But he's one of the brightest young coaches now in the system, and he has a B license. He's leading the JPL, I think that you can't use. I don't really think you can use a game, one game, to really, you know, say that this person isn't good and he's not ready or whatever. But that's how fans is, you know. So fans is, and they have their opinion. They have the right to their opinion. But my opinion is, I think he deserves a shot, and he's going to do his best. Right? He's going to try to fit these persons in a playing style. The only thing I don't want is these bag of long balls, like, Whitmore type of football. I don't want it. I don't like see. If it's long ball, it's supposed to be targeting players in space. We have play some long ball and three man, they mark one person. You understand me? That don't make no sense. No sense at all. So we have play long ball to a Jamaican player. When you look around him, a three man. Can't win the ball. Him shot. I'm gonna shot on the defender. Can't win the ball. It make no sense. We turn over the ball to it every minute as we get it. We need players in the midfield who can come for the ball and, rotate the ball and drop off in the defense to and move the ball forward, splitting pass through the midfield, you know, to the forwards and keeping the ball, possession, penetration, patience, which is very important in the final third, in the attacking third, right? We need that patience, and that is one of the biggest problem in Jamaica. We are patient when we have the ball at the attacking third. We can rotate the ball, and if the pressure come on us, we'll carry the ball back in our own half, right? And then we attack again and go in the opponent's half and patient with the ball. You understand me? We just want to go forward like this. So, be a long ball. Can't worry it. Yeah, long ball is good if you can keep the ball in the attacking third. All right. Here, fully bright as that. Kids should be allowed to think, enhance their IQ. Right. It's supposed to teach them to enjoy themselves and to express themselves on the field. You understand? Without fear of you barking out instruction and trying to program the youths. You understand me? Good, constructive, and funny answer, coaching style. Respect and seen, understood. Yeah, man. Equally is nothing without an embedded system. The long ball is good if they're trying to keep the ball in their attacking turn. The only way, but if they play long ball, they can't play a long ball to three man a surround, man. The likely chance for you, percentage chance for you winning that ball is slim to none, brother. Which is the most important factor for a young player? Athleticism, footballing, IQ, or technical skills. Can current J coach identify, then develop all three? Hey, it starts from young, you understand? And if you look at it in a team, you go to find in a quality team in a school. Say you school league, right? In a team you find say three boy have quality football like you. The rest of them have skills, them can, them technical and them thinking about them up as so 100 in terms of how them think the game and read the game. You understand? So we don't have a full. You can't find a team we have a full players with football IQ. Maybe a couple of them. And that's the difference I think with we and the overseas players. The international teams, I should say, sorry. And right, without IQ, skills, and stamina is nothing. So I forget it right. I forget it right. I forget it right, people. I forget it right. So finish answer the question. Which is the most important factor of a young player? So athleticism is important. Athleticism is important. Mobility and those stuff, agility, coordination is very important in the game. You understand? Football IQ is important as well. Technicals, all of them is important. All of them is important. But without athleticism and IQ, technical skills, could have skilled a little more, it not gonna work. But all three need to be developed. All three need to be developed. All three. I mean, sometimes it depends on the level of learning that the child have, because you may have a youth where skill can play the game good, but him not so challenging while learning, he can't learn. Some of the time them can't go a different level in football because of can't read properly or you know those stuffs. You understand me? I say when the coach them a talk to them not understand what the coach is saying, and sometimes the pride they don't want to say, "Sir, I don't understand, sir. I can't read." You understand the pride. So some of the time they are the ones to be blamed for the development also. You have to read it. You have to say, yo, say she don't know what it mean though, or him don't know what it mean. Let me ask, let me teach him. Because we find out so much I use in brain. One like him know it, but him don't know it. You understand me? So some of the time the youth them when you can teach them and open their mind, them don't want that. Them feel that they know it already and them don't know it. And them tell lie. I think IQ. Without IQ, skill and stamina is nothing. That's what killing African and Caribbean players: skills, height, and athleticism, but low IQ. But the one kids still they might get opportunity to leave them country and go into the big teams. More it's not about reading and writing when it comes to football. I tell you this. So once you're bright and you can play technical, easy becomes easy. I can tell you that becomes easy. Because bright kids tend to learn faster. Once you technically, their IQ is at a different place. I can tell you that. Coach loves bright kids who have the talent, easier to deal with, and they don't give a lot of trouble. Sometimes coach got train, I'm telling you, right? And after a session, them have to do discipline, After a session of the discipline. And the most, and when I get in trouble, I the one with skillest one them, but they not on a break. Can't tell you that. The most trouble. Skillest one them, but they not on a break. The most trouble. Mm. The most trouble. But people, any more question though? Richie Poe. Unseen the IQ point is interesting. If it's very important, wouldn't that suggest that the bulk of the U20 teams would comprise of overseas JA players? But Richie Poe, you still need I think the ones that are selected now, they have good IQ. Watching them playing. Watching them playing. Watching them playing in the Premier League, Zimmerman's have good IQ. So, you know that already. Pearson have good IQ based on his performance. His passing, his reading of the game, when to pass, how to pass, type of technique on the ball. Right? Devante Campbell, skillful, know when to do his skills. Yeah, his IQ is up. Those players that are selected are, I think they deserve a chance. I think they deserve a chance. And they're coming up in the system in the under 17, in the under 15, under 17, and coming up in the ranks. So I think they deserve a chance. The problem, Richie, is to fuse them together, fuse all the players together. By teaching them to fight for their country, to play with art, you know, play for your teammate. It's not an individual sports. Do everything together, stuff like that. It's going to be hard for the coaches to, put that in place in this short period of time. Shoot, Lala. Yeah, man, I shoot, man. Shoot. Real thing. Somebody you them brother, one of them skillful get the most problem and them are bright, them will be a trouble. Them also, 100 them fully, on different part. Give be a trouble. I tell you. Franklin, frankly, our financial consideration as justifiable reasons for investing in and choosing more local based J and N America based J players. Or is that acceptable? J have challenges. Yeah, can money plays a challenge in Jamaica football. Getting these players playing fears and stuff like that, logistics, a lot of logistics. Problem with our football. We don't really have the money like some countries or some uh, clubs or whatever. But we're trying our best. I think they're trying their best to get it sorted out. The players are coming, based on what I've heard. Invitation letters are sent out, and they're coming. Challenges are there though. Big challenges are there. You understand me? But I think though for the Catalonia game though, under we should have more under 20 players in that game, getting some experience. You understand? Getting their feet wet and moving ball before the big under 20 championship starts. That's my thought. Ah, previously, I think the federation was, they have done some things and stuff like that, so they're not trusted. I think marketing, they need a marketing manager who's going to stay with the federation and do the job. It's about building trust. So it's up to them to build trust back with corporate Jamaica and to build trust back with overseas companies. Look how many different corporations are here in Jamaica. That's true. A lot of them. A lot of them. I'm telling you. A lot of them. A lot of them are here. A lot of them. But telling you, trust is a hell of a thing. Trust is a hell of a thing. Remember, people, touch the like button, man. Touch up the like button. You know it go already. Touch up the like button. You understand? Touch up the like button. Share the live with your friends, people talking some under 17. So, how hard is it to get marketing manager? It's not hard. It's not hard to get a marketing manager, but the other thing is that their trust level is not there with corporate companies. Trust level is not really there. So that's one of the problems they're facing. And I'm not saying that it's caused by this administration. I can say maybe the previous administration caused those problems. We need a need board. We need a board. Yeah man, we need a board. Fully bright. Board is there, man. The board is there still, I mean, they need to get active and start do some things and get trusted back again. Oh, good question, Richie. Give us some context on C in terms of sports interest. Where does football rank in JV? All right, so football rank second behind. For me, football rank second behind track and field. You understand me? If you look at, champs, the energy and the work that is put into that competition is second to none. It's world class. It's top tier, Richie. It's up professional right through. I have coached team at champs, and I can tell you, can't be late. You cannot be late for a race. You have to be warming up at X time, get the massage at X time, put in the players to the registration room as quick as as time as a call the race. You have to get them there. Bam. Everything have to be on time, pinpoint. The preparation of athlete before the competition during the season, the eve of you know races, trials, and stuff like that. You understand me? So track and field is very professionalized in Jamaica. So Richie, track and field is the boss now in Jamaica. Track and field leading in terms of quality organization and quality coaching. These coaches are really well trained GC Foster College coaches. In terms of the science, they are up to par. They are like the best in the world. Yeah, man. The GC Foster students who go in track and field and doing their the J3 level one, level two, level three, and then they eventually go overseas to do up to their level fives. You understand me? So they are master of this. Um, and what is very important, they have coaches that is very good at each discipline in track and field. Specialize in. You understand, in Jamaica, we don't have coaches that specialize in every department of the football. You understand me? If we can get coaches that specialize, top quality coaches specialize in different parts of the football game, goalkeeping, football analysis, fitness trainer, um, defensive coach, midfield coach, skills coach, um, doctor, physio, what else? You know what? You know all of them. You know to get everybody in. We don't really have the money neither. Because and the next thing to what we people should understand in Jamaica that see track and field coaches in the schools, they get good pay. They get good money. But football, Jamaica, but certain coach alone, certain coaches, certain teams can pay. You understand me? For the football, but they will pay more money for the track and field, and that's how it is. Sometimes we do it for the love. Sometimes we go to our training session, we don't have even bus here, nothing to eat. We just do it because the youths, we're doing it for the youths. And you never might know which one the youth they might, become a superstar. So we always put the youths first before anything, before money. But that's one of the things though. There's no really money, there's no money in for coaches though. And you can go volunteer for up to us up to You can't volunteer forever. You need money to sustain the family, sustain the life. And if that's your career choice, that's what you want to do. You don't want to do coaching and something else. You want to coach. And in Jamaica, you have to do something different than coaching, and it causes problems. So sometimes a business person don't want to let you out to go and coach. So, and coach is a career by itself. You understand me? So it's difficult. It's very difficult, Richie. I'm going to start and continue to share the live more as J coach. Your voice is needed. Mm. We need a new JFF. Can't have a new JFF. I mean, you need some people to need some. I would say new people. You need these people to open their minds and understand what is needed to for us to reach to our next level. Or you need new people with the mindset. Sorry about that, people. So much money are waiting to be poured into the program. Do many coaches willing to volunteer? The problem can volunteer every day of our life. They need to go. They have been there too long. Fascinating hearing about track and field strengths in JA. We small but we tell our is it pride funding or lack of attractivity promotion of football? Coaching while the football lags are behind, bit behind. Ah, but they ain't about a car. They ain't about a car do the work. You understand? I give out the information to the people. So you come late. So then at 17, preparation starts. They are doing selection in the parishes. They're going all over Jamaica to get the players, the top players, and they're gonna mix them, I think, with some overseas players also. So them start early. The competition is later down in this year, I think, or maybe next year. So we get the full information, the right information to give you guys on that. But the World Cup will be playing in Peru. All right, in Peru. Um, CONCACAF will announce the competition for the qualification soon for the under 17. And we are talking about the under 20, and the questions are asked. So you can go to the comment section and get acquainted with what is going on. Richie, track and field strength is way, way up there, top quality. It's money, More money is in track and field than football in Jamaica. That's all I can say. You know, when a coach, when a massage therapist, I work with a track and field team. I'm a draw down some good money. You understand what I say? From the school, or when they have one club, track and field club. I get some good money and thing. So it's all about where the money is in football. Some of the teams them can't afford even a massage therapist. Yeah, I understand me. I say for the recovery and stuff like that. Some of the teams them even have a bus carry the youth them rent bus. you have to rent bus and them thing there. So you know it go already. You know it go already. So about a car. What the question you have? What the question you have? And a question about a car. What the question you have about a car? You know the question. Shape the life, the people, man. Shape the life, man. Invite some new people to the Unseen Sports family, man. We want to be seen, you know. We want to be seen. Remember, this channel bring across the unseen news. So, you know, them things the way people don't really watch and them thing that, yeah. So that's why it names so. Shape the life, man. People come on. So Richie, you are thinking, you know, Richie. So you see, until coaches can not do a different job and coach and just collect their money. You understand me? I say? So me a coach. Me have to teach and a coach. When me go boom now, Richie, and finish teach from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And then you have to go coach you them. I tell you, brother, but we go through in the day, we teachers are do lesson plan, you know, working at the school. So when I reach them to the coaching part, the head start hurting and then you not get the money. You not get the money for it. You not get the money. Because they must say them not going to give too money because you're doing at the school or they say we did volunteer. You get what I say? So, and then now clubs in Jamaica are really, maybe, so a lot of things it come down to, you know, so most of the people them are in the football or them already, the top one them already have them system or how them are pay. And some of the coach them have them big job already and them, you know, them care and them that and rate. So most of the thing. So it kinda hard, you know, kinda difficult. I mean, a whole heap of volunteer work, me do whole heap of volunteer work, but me I get responsibility now. And I have to collect money off of my job. Remember, say, at school, me go learn the craft so I can collect back the money, you know, to help back my mother or give her back the money which she spent. So them think they're the problem, Richie. Them think they're a big problem in the football. You understand? They have to be held accountable for destroying our beloved program. What we can say is that I feel like, you know, the JFF must go to that campaign in schools, you know, in areas, go around, keep functions and stuff, and try to bring back the football, the love of the football. You know, make a team to go around in the country and try to encourage parents to let their sons and daughters play the game. Start from there, and so the younger generation coming up going to love the game. You know, yeah. Keep a lot of camps across the island, communities and stuff. Put officers, put sports officers, football sports officers in different areas in the country. You understand? And stuff like that. Try to get investors in from China and those places with a bag of money, Arab, you know, come buy out a team or you know, have the money and try to, you know, make coaches get a good salary so the NHT can pay and them thing they can pay unions to the coach. So when certain things happen like COVID and them thing, they, you know, the government look out for it. Coaches, coaching career in Jamaica, you know, important. You know, they know it. Oh, only political thing here, Richie. What is the thing of the problem right now in football? What is the problem? So them factors that really play a part in how we develop youth. You understand? Either England and them place there, America, the coach them a get good pay, so they must focus on them job. They not worry about them. Know them a go home, them a eat food, them bills are pay, you know, them can buy a new car soon, them can donate things to other people. Oh, in Jamaica, can't do that. Calvert, but what's the latest on the U20s? All right, Calvert, you know, say some UK based players are forward, though. Goalkeeper in night, forward in night, couple players, you know, Reading, Fulham, you know, Splat, and player name Splat, a forward. Um, yeah, we can get information. I get it right, man. I'm gonna go over it again. But some people did say it already still on them state on them page, on them channel. So I'm just gonna get it. So I'll go over it again and we can know what go on. So I'm gonna go over it again with the people. Dexter, Lembi Kissa, Lembi Kissa for Wolverhampton Wanderers, left back, defensive midfield and right back. Centre forward Jamari Clark, Mick Redding, Luke Bradley Morgan, Chelsea is a centre back and a left back. Central midfielder, defensive midfielder Delano McCoy Splat. He's in Jamaica now and enjoying himself with his parents or his family. And he's from Fulham, top player. Omar Hutchinson, you know, he's been selected in the national team to play Catalonia, and he's going to be in the under 20 team. Attacking midfielder, left winger, right winger, Arsenal. Central midfielder, defensive midfielder, Corey Anderson, Charlton Athletics. Big keeper, Boise Clark. Conia Boise Clark is coming from Reading. I think he will be the number one based on the words that are, you know, coming from the diaspora. That is top quality. Tyler Roberts, Wolverhampton Wanderers, right winger. Yeah, I think he can play centre forward also. So those are the latest. Those are the persons that coming into the the squad, and you know it should be a good look. My problem is just the preparation period is not what it should be. Let's see what will happen. That's that. That's that alone I can say. Let's see what will happen in terms of the performance of the team in the competition. I like the school promotional drive idea, or girls encouraged to play as much as boys. I enjoyed watching the JU17 girls. Yeah, that's the problem. You know, we have a lot of girls who can play, but I think I think persons, players, coaches, parents, I think the information to them is not really out there. You understand me? The importance of doing sports, especially football for girls, is not really out there to the parents, right? And some of the parents they don't want the girls to play in football. You know, the mindset of girls playing football is kind of so. I think educating these parents from early, you know, about sport that can change their life, transform their life, you know, help the family out of poverty, those stuff. It's not really there, you know, nobody to talk to them. So I think that's one of the way forward um to get the word out that, you know, football can change lives. Can so that's one of the things I think JFF to drive right now. Excellent answer provider. Good show, bless up. Yeah man, big up yourself. Respect. Yeah, people. So people, I am sure, I am sure is going to do a show in about 10 minutes time. So people, we can jump over upon him show and things. So I have a couple questions I'm gonna answer and then we're gonna end the live people. You know, we have about 10 minutes leave and then we end the live. And then we can jump over to I am sure sports and watch the live. So there is gonna be some interesting things on that show for you guys. You may see some clippings of what is going on down in Westmoreland with the under 20 team on that live people. So let's answer this question from Richie Sports, Richie Power Sports. The U20, these are a positive for J. Really looking forward to see them performing. How much pressure is Marcel Gale under? Is it result or performance that J fans are looking for? They're looking for results. Results is what is important. And they're also looking for how the style of play that the team is playing. If we ever go out there and play in a long ball and get beaten, it's going to be on the feet of these fans. You know that means a lot of step on. His name is going to be torn apart like the previous coach for the national team. So I think the style of play is different and they're moving the ball around and we lose, you know, it may get some backlashes, but it won't be that bad. So the style of play is important. And I think if the style of play change with these type of players, we will be victorious. Nobody, but fans don't really care about anything in logistics. Coach get burn out quick, man. You understand? Coach are the quickest person to get, you know, cussing. No matter what in my face or what the problem. Sometimes coach can get basket to carry water. But fans are business. Coach are the first one, to get cuss out. And so the thing go, so the profession go, I understand that as a youth I come up tonight. Yeah. Any more question, people? Cause unseen sports are gonna run. Cause I'm gonna jump over to I am sure sports in a couple minutes. So any more questions? Any more questions? We have 3 minutes left. Come on. Two-person alive. That's what's going on. Richie Paul, we have to make some people subscribe to the channel. Calvert Barkley. Do the work. Fully done. Share the live to your family and friends with them subscribe. Here you go, Balakar. Same way. Big up all of the man, them, you understand me? No more question now, jump in. So I'm going to end the live. Oh. Movements, respect, I am sure. I told in shortly, peace. Yeah, man, respect. Richie Paul. Oh, so remember to share the live. You see me and make your friends and family subscribe to Unseen Sports in England. All right, people, Unseen Sports, I am out. Respect. Have a great day.